Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video in my series with the prop trading and my efforts to pass the challenge. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I'm getting on with the challenge first, and then a bit later on I'm going to talk about the prop trading and where I think they are and what they can do to improve. So I'm coming to the end of my week 3 and I was hoping to have got to the 8% by now, but unfortunately for whatever reason I've had a few challenges going on behind the scenes. I've not been able to really progress this account as I wanted to. I am actually now back into profit. It's not a huge profit, but now at least gives me opportunity to retake the challenge if I don't actually manage to get the 8% target in the next week. With the Easter break, there's about 4 days left of my challenge, so I've got 2 decisions to make. Either stick with what I've got and do a retake, or really try and max it out, scalp as much as I can, get really aggressive on the trading and try and get to the 8% by the next week. I haven't decided yet, but I'm sure I'll let you know on the next video. So with that decision looming, I actually decided to take another challenge out with the prop trading for several reasons. One, I wanted to see how quick they are still turning around accounts, because I've read a lot on Telegram where people are saying they're waiting 2, 3, 4, 5 days for a response back. And I know from my experience when I did the first application, it literally arrived within 2-3 hours or it was overnight. So I wanted to see if they've actually made some improvements. And again, I applied for the challenge yesterday afternoon, and because of the Australian working hours, so I woke up this morning and all of the account details and logons were emailed over, so I had no complaints there at all. It was always my intention with the prop trading to max out as much as I could on the equity available. So taking the second challenge, while they still discount it down to $7.99, that at least gives me the opportunity to retake the one if I don't manage to pass it, as well as run on the second one in the background. Got off to a flyer today on the second account. I'm already 2% up. So again, I can just take it steady and get the 8% hopefully next week. I spend a fair bit of time in the Telegram group really reading through all the messages and getting a feel for how people are getting on with their own challenges and verification, as well as all the support they're getting behind the scenes. Now, a lot of people now have passed the challenge phase and obviously now almost completed the verification phase. So that's going to be a real true test when they get their real account logon details and able to trade that for a month and then get to the profit withdrawal. I think then we'll really be able to see how the prop trading is dealing, especially with managing the number of people who have actually signed up. It must be well into the thousands by now. I can see very soon that the back-end support staff are going to get overwhelmed by the number of people who are actually passing the challenge or asking for retakes. So again, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get in now with my second account, so I didn't have to worry about waiting for a long delay with their customer support team. The biggest area they're falling down at the moment is not being able to develop a client area and some metrics, but so that people can just go and see how they're doing actually on the number of trading days or drawdown or against the daily loss. It's going to lead to a bit of ambiguity where people think they've passed it, they email over their assumptions, so these are my results for the month, and therefore then you've got the argument with the prop trading say, no, you went to draw down by $1 over the limit, and it's very hard to really counteract that when you're literally looking at MT5 reports. So it's been about 4 weeks since they launched this program, and they could have really easily got some web developers to bang out some very rudimentary metrics in a couple of days, and actually then that would give people a lot more confidence that they're actually making some great strides in giving the people what they want. And if they don't come up with a really slick interface soon, I can really see a lot of people who are wanting to pull the trigger and wanting to sign up with them almost backing away. If they're obviously on the trial accounts, they're going to see that there's no metrics, there's no data for them to review against, and that will not give them the confidence to actually want to go and actually sign up with the full challenge program. On the flip side to that, as soon as there's evidence of payouts, that will get everyone excited and they'll all want to sign up. So for me, it's been really challenging over the past 3 weeks, getting to the point of being able to progress and get up to that 8%. I've been up and down, real yo-yo on my trading, but now with the new account, I'll be much more dedicated and focused on that one. And I'll see if I can get the retake on the second account, then I'll be able to run 2 in parallel, not with a copy trader, because that's obviously against their rules, but really try and mirror and get to a point where both accounts will get passed and I can get funded up to the $400,000. Really hope all of you are doing great on your challenges, or if you're still undecided, you make that decision and go with the prop trading. Best of luck to everyone, and I'll catch up with you next week. Cheers.